Welcome investors and tech enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into one of the most audacious and controversial companies on the stock market, AST SpaceMobile. If you're looking for a deep dive into a potentially game-changing investment, you're in the right place. We'll explore their revolutionary technology, the massive market they're targeting, their powerful competitive moat, and the extraordinary risks involved. This is for anyone interested in frontier tech and high-potential, high-risk opportunities. What if you could take your phone, the one right here in your pocket, and get a fast 5G connection anywhere on Earth? Not just in cities, but in the middle of the ocean, on top of a mountain, or in a remote village 1,000 miles from the nearest cell tower? This isn't a far-off dream. It's the mission of AST SpaceMobile, ticker symbol ASTS. They are building the world's first space-based cellular broadband network, designed to connect directly to the smartphone you're using right now. They've already proven the technology works, making the first ever 5G video calls from space to a regular Samsung phone. This is the pain point AST SpaceMobile was created to solve. They are, quite literally, building cell towers in space. Their Bluebird satellites are massive, with huge phased array antennas designed to do something no one has ever successfully done at scale before: connect directly to standard, unmodified 4G and 5G smartphones from low Earth orbit. And this isn't just a theory. Their test satellite, Blue Walker 3, has already made history. This prototype satellite is designed to test the feasibility of direct-to-device connectivity from space. Its success is a critical milestone. It completed the first ever 5G calls from space to regular smartphones. It achieved download speeds of approximately 14 megabits per second, proving true broadband capability. And it has conducted successful two-way video calls with partners like AT&T and Vodafone. This is the company's core innovation and its paramount differentiator. You don't need a special phone. You don't need a terminal. You just use the phone you already have. So how big is this opportunity? ASTS isn't targeting the small satellite phone market. They are targeting the entire $1.1 trillion global mobile wireless market. We take our connected lives for granted, but the reality is, your cell service is a bubble. Step outside that bubble, and you're disconnected. Approximately 90% of the Earth's surface has no cellular broadband access. Billions of people live in a constant state of connectivity frustration, with coverage gaps even in developed countries. This isn't just an inconvenience. It limits economic opportunity, hinders emergency response, and creates a global digital divide. For decades, the solution was satellite phones, but they are expensive, require bulky, specialized hardware, and are completely impractical for the average person. The world needs a solution that works with the 5 billion smartphones already in people's pockets. Their partner MNOs currently have over 2.8 billion subscribers. Their business model is a wholesale, revenue-sharing agreement with the mobile network operators, or MNOs. This is key. ASTS doesn't have to spend a dime on marketing, billing, or customer service. The MNOs do all of that. This creates incredible operating leverage. Let's run some numbers. In a conservative case, if they get just a 5% adoption rate among those subscribers, at a wholesale price of just 50 cents per month for ASTS, that translates to $840 million in annual revenue. At a 15% adoption rate and a $1 per month wholesale price, that number explodes to over $5 billion in annual revenue. This scalability is the mathematical engine that makes a 10-bagger return possible. Their partners are some of the biggest names in telecom and tech: AT&T, Verizon, Vodafone, and even Google. These aren't just customers. They are co-investors. Their incentives are aligned with ASTS's success. Vodafone has even signed a definitive 10-year commercial agreement, showing deep, long-term commitment. An opportunity this big always comes with immense risk. And for ASTS, the risks are severe. This is a pre-commercial company. They are burning through a massive amount of cash. This is the single biggest threat. They have to mass produce, launch, and operate these massive, complex satellites. A launch failure or a major technical problem could be catastrophic. In the world of technology, a head start is only as good as the moat you build behind it. And ASTS is building a powerful multi-layered moat. First, intangible assets, including over 3,300 patent claims and strategic use of partners' licensed terrestrial spectrum. This makes it incredibly difficult for a competitor to replicate their solution. Regulatory licenses and strategic partnerships with major carriers further solidify their position. Second, high switching costs. Once a global carrier integrates ASTS, it's hard to switch. Third, network effects. More carriers joining makes the service more valuable, creating a powerful flywheel. While they have a strong cash position of over $874 million as of March 2025, they will almost certainly need more money to build out their full constellation. Future funding rounds could lead to significant shareholder dilution. The company is led by its founder, Abel Avalon, who controls 88% of the voting power. An investment in ASTS is, to a huge degree, a bet on his vision and execution. The outcome here is likely binary. This will either be a home run or a strikeout. So how does the financial outlook shape up for AST SpaceMobile? This is a pre-commercial company. They are burning through a massive amount of cash. In the first quarter of 2025, their free cash flow was a negative $121 million. While they have a strong cash position of over $874 million as of March 2025, they will almost certainly need more money to build out their full constellation. The DCF analysis shows that even in a conservative scenario, there could be significant upside. In a bull case scenario where they succeed, the intrinsic value could be over 10 times today's price. If they pull this off, the value they create will be extraordinary. So, what is the final verdict on AST SpaceMobile? This company exhibits all the classic traits of a potential 10-bagger. However, the investment profile is one of exceptionally high risk, matched with exceptionally high reward. This is not a stock for the faint of heart. It is not for anyone with a low tolerance for volatility or the potential for a complete loss of capital. An investment in ASTS today is a direct wager on their ability to navigate the immense execution and financing hurdles to turn on their global network. If they pull this off, the value they create will be extraordinary. It's a true special situation, a high-wire act that could change the world and create generational wealth for its early, risk-tolerant investors. So what do you think? Is ASTS the future? Or is the risk just too high? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We've covered the revolutionary technology, the massive market opportunity, the powerful competitive moat, and the immense risks. This company has the potential to transform global connectivity, but it faces significant challenges. This is a unique investment opportunity for those with a high-risk appetite. If you enjoy deep dives into these high-stakes tech companies, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.